G'day, g'day, and welcome to Movie Monday 25, in which we play Nacho Libre, as suggested by the Insane Thing. It definitely has a unique art style. Single player, multiplayer, quick match. Single player? New game. File 1. Easy, normal, or hard? Let's go with normal. Welcome to my home, the orphanage of St. Loque. My name is Chancho, but it's not important. This is the story of another orphan. The boy who would one day become the greatest luchador in all of Mexico. His name was Ignacio, but you probably know him as Nacho. Nacho Libre, the untold story. Even as a boy, he dreamed of becoming a great fighter or luchador. We can go to the pigs. Which causes the top screen to move around the 3D world. Nachito. 4'4", 100 pounds. 4'4", 55 pounds. Does the game want to explain the buttons? Not even slightly. Okay. Maybe we're supposed to lose? I can only assume we are supposed to lose. Well, that button mashing seems to work. You know what? Let's let ourselves die. Okay, what about the basketball court? The basketball court does nothing? What about the tree? god, there needs to be a run. The tree also does nothing. Okay, what about the church? And I'm not putting up with this slowness. No. The church also does nothing. So we presumably are supposed to win this, then. Ah, shoulder button does run. But no, the game doesn't explain any of the buttons ever. No. What happens if we let them defeat us by not count out? Also nothing. And we can't take the road either. It does at least let you fast travel. Button mashing seems to fill up the struggle meter sooner. Just keep making him get up? Does he die from count out now? No. But he has no energy. All the monks and nuns disapproved of Ignacio's dream of becoming a luchador.
How come we can't ever have just like a salad?
Be grateful, Juan Pablo.
today is especially delicious.
Now we can go to the basketball court? It was not a happy life for someone with big dreams, but who was a great friend to all of the orphans. That's me in the center. What are you waiting for? Let's play. Do we go there again? Nacho Ball. Using the stylus, tap and hold on the ball. Flick it forwards and release to throw the ball. Score 20 points before time runs out. Well, this doesn't seem to work. That almost did something. Though what was different... And what if I don't want to play again? Everything changed when someone new arrived at the orphanage. Hello, children. I am Sister Incarnation, your new teacher. Hello, Matthias.
Sister, I was wondering if you would like to join me in my quarters this night for some toast.
Cuero. Look alive. Go now.
So that sister and I may talk of holy things.
It hasn't been terrific. It's been quite bad, Decoy. Maybe we're meant to go here? It seems like we're always meant to go to wherever the sparklies are. So we will go here. And we've learnt how to fast travel by holding R. So we don't have to put up with the hideously slow travel. Tournament of New Luchadors. Enter now. Grand prize 200 pesos. Wow, 200 pesos? I bet Encarnacion would be impressed by that. Maybe she would if she wasn't a nun and I wasn't a monk. What's the use? I'm doomed to be a cook for the rest of my life. I'll give it that it does have a unique art style. Am I meant to visit the sister again? She's got sparklies. I try and push toast under her door. Today in town I saw a man. People were throwing daisies at him and giving him goodies. He was a luchador. Wrestling is ungodly. The people cheer for him, but he is a false idol. Sometimes I would like that kind of respect. The devil tempts us, but we must stay on the path of righteousness. Whatever. Be patient, brother. This too shall pass. Orphan ships. El Monk. Steve. I will remind our viewers at this point, it still hasn't taught us any buttons. Oh yeah, we are Decoy. But if the game doesn't teach you any buttons... Oh. And also, I think we're supposed to lose this one for the story. The other one we needed... No, we are supposed to win this, even though we lose it as part of the story. That's kind of stupid. And no, we've played plenty of DS games, and many of them have fully functioning tutorials, so I do not accept that excuse. Not even slightly. If you choose not to have one, that is on your game. I don't want to initiate a throw. Stop initiating a throw! There we go. No, we are not allowed to even struggle now. Hurry up and murder me. At least it lets you skip the cutscenes. We've played many games that don't have the politeness to let you skip the cutscenes. No one ever wants to throw, game. What is the point in having any move other than the throws if the game does nothing but throw? No, well then kill me. The stupidest thing is that you're meant to lose at this part of the story in the movie, so it would make sense for you to lose. Why do you need to win a fight that you lose in the movie? Oh! We can't resist.
En esta esquina, el monje. En esta esquina, Steve.
I don't know if there was something in here that was like, here's how you do moves. Supposedly that's strike, but nothing ever does anything other than grab. Like, I have never pressed... Ugh. No. Let's look at those again. Maybe we need to get better with block? No, defeated. Hurry up. This should be skippable. So the answer is just spam block. No, spam block is not an answer either. Maybe it's direction and block? Okay. I am so sick of enemy grapples. No, well, you defeat us again. It gets one more go before we say it's garbage.
En esta esquina, el monje. En esta esquina, Steve. Alto.
Oh my god, have we stun locked you? Okay, we've come up with an answer. Maybe, sometimes. No, it's really obsessed with the grapples. If you aren't grappling, the game doesn't want to know about it.
Uno, dos, tres. Esto se acabó.
Okay, the fight that you actually lose... Those chips are for the orphans. And then we talk to the tree or the boy? Let's talk to the boy. Hurry up, fast travel. I'm not putting up with the slow travel.
Junjo, I need to borrow some sweats.
I'm sure that was somehow important. Foot race. Scribble across the two footprints or alternate pressing A and Y. To run faster. Beat Steve. Well, at least this tells you how to do it. And oh my, the game where they actually explain how to do things and that isn't endless grabs. You win on your first try. Your speed increases. Does it actually increase our stats? Maybe. Chariot jump. Use the stylus, steer to avoid cows, drag the gear shift to reach maximum speed in time to jump the ravine. In the air, use the stylus to control your tilt and rotation. You have crashed. Try again. I did nothing but steer out of the way of the cow there, and it did nothing. How aggravating. Well, that's frustrating. It said that my gear shift was steering. No. Hail, Hi-Fi Panda. But that was on the ramp. So let's just get lucky that the cows don't spawn in front of the ramp? Okay, no, and you have to control your landing in another way that isn't described. What is considered good for a landing? How do you know? That's on me. I was busy wondering why there is a brown... What is this brown thing that's attached to our, like, speedometer needle? I was staring at it in horror, trying to work out what it is. That wasn't centered enough on the ramp, maybe? No, I think it looks like it's somehow part of the speedometer thing. How is that not landing acceptably? No. The other times, sure. That was reasonably flat and level. Ay, ay, ay. You landed successfully. Well then why not the other time when it bounced? Your strength increases. Tap the screen again to play again. No. Press B to quit. B.
En esta esquina, el Nacho y Steve. En esta esquina, el Cemental y
El Pony?
el Pony.
Yeah, but now we're on a team. I did never press the grapple button. Just keep punching him in the face. Whew, good job, Moobot. No one wants to grab. Get over it, game. How do we tag out? L plus R. Please, just let me out of the menu. But I can't tag out? Maybe I have to be near him? Okay, you have to be near him. Just keep punching. Okay, in theory he should be...
Uno, dos, tres. Esto se acabó. Ganador.
defeated.
En esta esquina, Nacho y Steve. En esta
La Rosa. And La Uraraka. I know nothing about Luchadorness, other than that there is a Luchador Pikachu. That is the grand sum of my knowledge, Hi-Fi Panda. So sick of the throws. Tag back in, seeing as our health is recovered. Stop it with the grabs game!
uno, dos, alto.
Hang out. Hello, my struggle meter is full game. We're allowed out of the ring for whatever that does. Now you murder me. Sure, murder me.
Uno, dos, tres. Esto se acabó. Ganador.
Alright. You know what? Let's go back all the way to the start. Quit. Yes. We will do this again, and we will happily accept the other difficulty setting. No. Nacho Libre is based on a real Catholic priest. Okay, so we want to get back to where we were.
En esta esquina, Nachito. En esta esquina, Osvaldo.
Stop it with the throws! At least I no longer have to button mash Y 800 times to escape from a single grab. It's only like twice now. But it's the most boring... Look, you just... He stands still, and you punch him until he runs out of energy. And then you do a grab and you win.
Uno, dos, tres. Esto se acabó. Ganador.
Yeah, we don't care. We just want to get up to the same part of the story that we were at. No, I have no intention of ever playing that basketball minigame. The controls do not work. Yeah, the sister arrives, we fall in love with her. We find out about the Luchador tournament. We get robbed by Steve. Which is a fight that we lose in the movie.
El monje.
That's my understanding. He steals the chips. And we only find him later. Well, at least it isn't taking us long to get back to where we were. These chips were for the orphans.
En esta esquina, el Nacho y Steve.
But he's not L. Steve there, he's just Steve. So the voice line is wrong. Do. Didn't you already suggest that? Someone has suggested that. And it looks like it's a massive pain to get to run. I did look at it. So, it's on the list, but it's right at the bottom of the list.
Esto se acabó. Ganador.
Okay, now the two girls. And then we're back to where we were.
En esta esquina, el Nacho y Steve. En esta esquina, la Rosa y la Urraca.
Okay, one more punch. Now, in theory, grapple win.
Esto se acabó. Ganador.
Okay. We defeat the ladies, and now we're at a actually new content. But I don't want to play the cow game. Good. Salad shuffle. Tap the salad squares to move them onto the proper place to match the picture. Complete the picture before time runs out. Oh, okay. Well, sure thing. Slider puzzle? Yes, slider puzzle. Okay. And then we want to do these two. So this one. And then we want done. You have successfully completed the puzzle. The time has been scaled to reflect the difficulty level. Your toughness is increased. Wait, do it again? Really? No, I don't think it is actually do it again. But sure. Back one more. Back one more. No, because I do want that order. But I want you before that. So... there. Okay, even faster. Press B to quit. Absolutely. We're designing our costume.
Sancho, when you are a man, sometimes you wear stretchy pants. In your room. It's for fun.
Sure. I guess we'll do the running minigame again. Hurry up. Hurry up and get to the end as well, other person. You won the race. Your speed increases. Now there's another one here. Something to do with bugs. Bee swat. As the bees land, tap them to swap them before they sting. Okay, it's a reaction speed minigame. Sure. I was told to score 20 and then I win. I've done 20. Why isn't it ending? Yeah, I don't get to concentrate on the face because I'm concentrating on the game, but I do see it somewhat to the to the left. Okay, they're definitely getting quicker again. Okay, after 5 bee stings, it's game over. You have won. Your speed increases. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Let me out. But it's acting like I haven't finished it? How strange. Oh well. Next wrestle.
En esta esquina, Nacho. Y Esqueleto.
Steve now has a name.
Esta esquina, Paradise. Y Sage.
Okay, and a grapple, and that should be GG. No, 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 come on, grapple. And stop hopping out and do a grapple. Thank you.
Esto se acabó. Ganador.
Little kids are barracking for us. Something new to do in the pig pen. Which is now a cow pen. As the bulls charge, get them to knock down the gates by dragging Nacho. Be sure to tap or drag up to jump to avoid being gored. What? Okay, there's like a horrendous amount of warm-up time on the jump. Like you have to jump ages ahead of the actual bull. Yeah, that wasn't early enough. Okay. Not early enough, apparently. Again. Hail, Double Danger Dad. Welcome, Double Danger Dad. Welcome, Raiders. You have won. Your strength increases. Thank you. No more playing that game. Next. Back to town. And we have the next wrestling match. It has a unique art style, and it makes good use of the video clips from the movie. But it has little else to praise it for. El Snowflake? The Chinaman? Two more. He tags out. Now we beat up the Chinaman. Actually counter slightly. Two more hits. One more hit. Now we go for a grab. It is unclear. Come on, grapple. There we go.
Uno, dos, tres. Esto se acabó. Ganador.
Victory. We get paid again. And it reuses the same clip from last time. Okay, and the kids barrack for us. And then is there a new power-up thing to do? No. But we have dancing or another match. Let's find out what the dancing is. Have you ever had feelings for a nun? No way! There is this nun. I just wish she could see how strong I am. I've got an idea. Take the nun on a date. Then me and some dudes will jump you, and you can beat us all up in front of her, and then she'll love you. Good idea. Ignacio, where are your robes? They were stinky. These are my recreation clothes. Do you like them? They look expensive. Thank you. I mean, yes. They may have the appearance of riches, but beneath the clothes lies the man. And beneath the man we find his nucleus. Nucleus? Hey! Listen to me. I don't like the way these guys just looked at you. Can't you see this woman's a nun? And if you have a problem with that, you can fight me. Do we actually fight, or are we just knocked out by story? It appears that we are just knocked out by story.
It's no use.
I want to be a great fighter, but I can't even beat a couple of guys in the street.
I think I know someone who can help you.
The Lord?
No, he's a water gypsy. He knows where to find eagle eggs.
Eagle eggs?
His eagle eggs possess magical powers. You could become the greatest fighter who ever lived.
In order for you to become empowered by the eagle, you must climb that cliff.
So what you're saying to me is if I can eat this yolk, my moves will become the best in the whole world.
Definitely.
A surprisingly long video clip. Cliff climber. Tap on the handholds to climb to the next level. Keep up the pace. You'll fall if you're too slow. Reach the eagle's nest to win. Okay, this seems surprisingly easy. It's a reaction speed auto-scroller. Some of the handholds are fake. Oh. You have reached the egg. Your strength has increased. If you do it again, you will have 2 eggs. I guess I'll go for a second egg. Will that empower Steve? Press B to quit and save your score. Okay, so no, it's just a high score test. Next fight? Ooh. We've lost Skelly Man. God, I hate the throws so much. Stop it with the throws game. Good. Whew. Nice for the other two to not gang up on me. You have defeated Carlos Rosales and El Muenco and Silencio.
I mean, Ramses. He's the best.
But they are pros.
Then we must go pro.
But going pro's not that easy, obviously.
Well, I hear you, amigo.
Is there actually new thing to do over here? Yes, we can have another date with the nun.
Where were you last night?
I went to a wrestling match. Lucha Libre.
You went to watch a wrestling match?
Kind of.
Wrestling is a sin. If you fight for someone who needs your help, only then will God bless you in battle.
Ignacio. Yes, it's true. I am Nacho. Perhaps you have seen me on TV. Who? Nacho, the luchador. How could you? You're a man of the cloth. Together I will fight... No, tonight I will fight the strongest man in town, and I will win, because the Heavenly Father will be in the ring with me. And he and I will win 800 pesos, and with it I will buy the orphanage a bus, so that we can go on field trips to parks and places like that. That was when we found out who Ignacio really was. The same day he would face his greatest foe.
When the fantasy has ended and all the children are gone,
Why is it only in the left speaker?
something good inside me helps me to carry on. I ate some bugs, I ate some grass, I use my hand to wipe my tears, to kiss your mouth, I break my vow. No, 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 wait, Jose. Unless you want to, then we break our vows together. Encarnación, 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 encarnación.
Okay, that didn't seem terribly useful. Ramses. Smack. Stomp. Smack. Stomp. Smack. Stomp. Smack. Grab. We defeat the Pharaoh. When I grow up, I'm going to be a luchador, just like Nacho. The end. Please roll credits. Alright. Is there anything after the credits? Save? Yes. No, there is nothing after the credits. Alright. Which means we may move on to rating this game. We are not racing... Oh, racing. We aren't racing, nor are we rating Super Bombard Racer. We are rating... Nacho Libre for the Nintendo DS. Alright. Nacho Libre for the DS. What do we have to say about you, game? As suggested by the insane thing. Let's get rid of the shush. Stop hassling us with your annoying sounds, game. Okay. Will it limbo under the Bolt standard? So, was it fun? I didn't mind the bee swatting and the climbing minigames, but the other minigames, the ball flick minigame didn't work. The running minigame is functional, but pressing one button, then a second button as quickly as possible isn't exactly engaging gameplay. The fighting is terrible. I'm not willing to give it more than 1 star on fun. Is it true to source? Yeah, it seems to actually do a pretty good job of following the movie plot. Aside from that fight with Steve that we lose in the movie as I understand it, and yet we had to win in the game for some reason. Is it interesting? A grapple-based fighter. Ooh. A grapple-based fighter is a bit different than the normal brawler fighters that you'll see, or the sort of Street Fighter / Mortal Kombat likes. So it gets a point for that. It gets a point for the variety of minigames. Maybe. But I'm definitely not willing to give it more than 2. Graphics. The movie video clips are actually pretty well done. And the paper puppet South Park sort of art style is interesting. I don't know that it's good, but it's interesting. It's different. Can have 2 stars. 5 star for graphics. No, because there's stuff like when we're climbing, we climb with our hand sideways up the mountain. It just doesn't... No. They would need more positions for the puppets to make it work fully. And they don't. So, the music, I actually quite liked the music. The music can have a 3 star. I didn't hate the music. The sounds, the like, bam, crash, the cow noises, the swatting the bees, etc. Yeah, those were actually fairly okay, aside from that the voice lines repeat a bit much. So I'm also willing to give that a 3. The controls? The controls get a 1. This is bad controls. They don't tutorialize them for the fighting. They do tutorialize them for the other things. Maybe I'm willing to give them a 2 then, because for all the other game modes, they actually do tutorialize the buttons sort of properly. But the fact that they don't bother explaining to you how the fights work, or the controls for the fights, is kind of unforgivably bad. Is it intuitive? I didn't find how the grapple fighting worked intuitive. The normal things are intuitive, mostly. Like the swat the bees, and the climb the mountain, and the whatnot. So like a 2. Is it rude to the player? Yes. Between needing to do stuff like jump for the bulls a full second ahead of the bull, you can land with the cow jump, lawnmower, daredevil jump, and yet it bounces and does no. It's fairly rude to the player in a number of ways. And not explaining the fighting, how it works, what are the buttons, when that is like 50 to 60% of the gameplay of the game, is extremely rude. Yeah, it gets a 3-star for rudeness. Difficulty? I had to turn the difficulty down for us to get through the whole thing because it didn't explain the it didn't explain how the fighting works. And a number of the minigames just don't seem to work, like the ball flick. So I'm willing to give it a fairly high difficulty. Like a 3? Maybe even a 4? What do we have to say about it? Okay music. Okay sounds. Voice lines reused a bit much. Good use of movie video clips. Traveling the overworld. Yeah, it's important in a fighting game. Traveling the overworld is slow and painful, but there is a fast travel. The fighting is unpleasant. Controls, action-wise, or gameplay-wise. The grapple-based fighting didn't click for me. The other mini games are very simple, small, and hit or miss for functional. Really, really needs to tutorialize the fighting and fighting controls, but doesn't. Alright. And then drum roll. What does that total to? It is supposedly not worse than Bolt. feel like anything there is overly wrong. Could maybe stand to lose 1 point from the sounds. Okay. It is as bad as Bolt. True to sort. Well, that's an important metric. If you go to play, where was that horrendous? Oh, it wasn't for this one. It was for the other one. It was for Sellout. No, maybe it was this one. Yeah, it was the other one. It was for Sellout. It was Kitty's Sellout suggestion. The other Lord of the Rings one that we played, not Decoy's one here, the GameCube one, but the other one. If you buy a game that's called Lord of the Rings, and then it's about a whole bunch of people that were never in the Lord of the Rings movies, that's just a dollar store knockoff version of the Fellowship, you will be rightfully annoyed, right? Things being true to source is important if it's trying to be a game about a movie. It should be related to the movie. Yeah. All right. It's barely above truly horrible. I would say I enjoyed Bolt considerably more, which is true. The fun factor is a lot higher. Maybe I'm giving it too much credit for the different minigames being interesting. Hmm. So what was there? There was handhold climb, there was B-SWAT, there was bull jump, and there was cow jump. Like cow daredevil jump. Yeah, I'm probably giving it too much credit there, actually. I'll drop that back to a 1, and then you can be demoted into the truly horrendous games. Alright. I'm being too generous with interesting lately is my answer. Yeah, that feels right. Okay, well, cheers, Insane Thing, for suggesting this. It was... The graphic style was definitely unique and interesting to see. Even if the gameplay aspects aren't especially fun in any way, shape, or form. There could definitely be more good things done with the Paper Puppet graphic style, both on this console and on others, more frequently than we actually see. And yet we don't, so they get a little bit of credit for that, and it's interesting for that. But for everything else, pretty much not so much. If it weren't for the Jack Black in the clips from the movie, for me, it would have been pitched even. I would go so far as to say pitched really, really quite quickly. Him in the video, the movie clips kept me willing to endure more. Anyway, that's it for now. Peace. Keep your suggestions rolling. Those of you here in chat and in YouTube, leave a comment with your suggestions. But for now, it's bye-bye.